Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing details. Today, we are discussing the Patek Philippe Aquanaut 5066J, launched in 1998. The example I show you here was also sold in 1998. It is, in many regards, a follow-up to the original 1997 Aquanaut in that it is a more compact watch than the jumbos that would come later. This is a 35.6 millimeter diameter yellow gold case that is 8.6 millimeters thick and 41.1 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, with a 19 millimeter spacing between the lugs. On my wrist, which is 16 centimeters circumference, it's a good fit. I would wear this watch at this size. In yellow gold, smaller is better, as it is a very traditional but also very high impact material that tends to draw a lot of attention. Too large and good taste is lost, but smaller and vintage always works well, and this watch is both of those things. Being smaller and properly vintage, you can see that the actual tritium on the dial has patinaed to almost the same color as the case. I could recommend this watch for a wrist as small as 13 centimeters in circumference. It is definitely a unisex option, and it's low enough to fit underneath the cuff with no problems. Taking a quick look at the strap, you can see it's part of what made the Aquanaut so distinctive when it bowed in 1997. The idea of a Patek Philippe sports watch on a rubber strap was a little bit subversive at the time, and they warmed up with the 5060J just to get an idea of what like a Nautilus, an unconventional Nautilus, but a Nautilus on a leather strap would look like. And then they followed up a year later with the original steel Aquanaut on a rubber strap. And then this came in 1998, a watch still very much strapped by rubber, though Patek Philippe has continuously described the strap as composite. I call it rubber. It's a polymer material. It feels like rubber. It looks like rubber. And fortunately, it also ages like rubber, which means it lasts a long time. Now, internally, you can see the clasp is made of white gold. That's because white gold is the hardest of gold. And oftentimes, when relatively smaller components in a deployant clasp need to be made of gold, whether the case is rose or yellow or platinum, white gold will be used for the mechanical parts to provide structural integrity. So that's why the interior of the clasp is white gold and the exterior of the clasp is yellow gold. Now, this watch does have a strap designed to be cut to length. It's scored internally, and that allows you to cut it to suit. We will help you with that if you buy the watch, no doubt. The case band is simple and strong, and the Aquanaut design has not changed a lot. It's changed in scale, but not really in detail. The lug hoods are polished, the bezel's polished, the case band's satinated. The bezel is satinated across its top with a vertical brushing, but then on its flanks, it's all polished. The crown guards are polished. The crown is a screw-down unit. The watch is 120 meters water resistant. Now, just to be clear about this dial, as you could see, we have a dial that will go dead in just moments because it is original factory tritium. Now, the timepiece features hands, which may be later service pieces, but if you take a good look, you can see that they too are fading. So I believe that while they may be service hands, they were serviced at a point when tritium would have been fitted. So they are either original to the watch, or at some point Patek fitted service replacement hands that were also in tritium. So it's just a slightly newer tritium. And you can see there was a little bit of a distinction between the patina of the dial and the patina of the hands. But it is matching tritium, hands and dial. Yellow gold, matte finished, Arabic numerals. Then we have that geosphere cut to the center dial that matches the pattern of the composite strap. Taking a look at the reverse side of the watch, you can see a movement rarely witnessed, because for the most part, its production span encompassed the solid caseback era. That was definitely the case on the original Aquanaut in 1997. By 1998, we're starting to see display casebacks, and this caliber 330 can finally be appreciated. Although not a large movement at 27 millimeters in diameter, inside a 35.6 millimeter watch, it actually looks properly sized. It's an automatic winder with a 48-hour power reserve. It beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour, and it has a free-sprung Gyromax style balance architecture. You can see the Geneva hallmark on the train bridge adjacent to the balance. This is Geneva Hallmark standard. We have Côte de Genève, mirrored anglage, black polished screws, satination on the wheels, engine turning on the base plate, and you can see that some of the locating pins, like the 3 pins used to locate the balance cock, those are black polished on their top. So it's a good looking movement. Again, all of this water resistant down to 120 meters. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of this Patek Philippe Aquanaut 5066J.